Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome back to this third episode of Plenty in 20. And I am your host for a couple of minutes, of course. And आज हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं फैजान फैसल, an 11 years old artificial intelligence enthusiast from Faisalabad. And Faizan is pursuing a specialization in machine learning as well from Coursera. For his age, and that too from being Pakistan, it is a wonderful achievement और बेहतरीन एग्जाम्पल है ये सबके लिए फॉलो करने की. मतलब मैंने ये काम 34 years की एज में स्टार्ट किया था, एंड फैजान माशाल्लाह started doing it hardly in 11 years of age. He's studying in 6th class, 6th standard, and today he is our guest and host for Plenty in 20. So Faizan will ask me 4 questions and I will answer them. And how are you, Faizan?
Assalamualaikum, sir. I am fine. I am fine with grace of God.
That's great. So first, wave a hand to everybody. Okay, that's it. So nice of you, young man. All right, so let's start with our questions for the day. So Faizan, your first question.
First of all, I would like to appropriate you that on the in initiate
Yeah, keep
initiative
going. Yeah.
initiative with
Uh-huh.
initiated this platform is really gonna helpful for those who have questions in mind and they hesitate to ask questions, and so they understood the answers of those questions. And thanks to you invite me here and give my opportunity to ask question. I'm feeling honored to be a part of
All
this.
right. Well, this is great, Faizan. Thank you very much for all the appreciation. We have started it, of course, to help each other out, to actually share the knowledge with the rest of the people, and encourage everybody to come and join me. Anybody can actually join me anytime they so wish. They can contact me and we'll schedule
Sir,
this. So, yep.
sir, sir, let me ask you a few questions from you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How much machine learning is related to artificial intelligence?
Okay. So, the first things first, artificial intelligence actually is the umbrella. Under that particular umbrella, we have certain things: big data, machine learning, okay? And then another extension of machine learning is deep learning. So, machine learning comes under the umbrella of artificial intelligence. It is basically related to predictive modeling, okay? And predictive modeling basically means you give a lot of data and you develop an algorithm, you do the modeling, you do all those data wrangling and what we can. I can walk you through the whole process, by the way. But artificial intelligence is the sky, and machine learning is just, you can say, one city under that sky. Okay, one part of the whole artificial intelligence system. And there are Internet of Things, and there are so many other things, and more than 25 things, by the way. So machine learning actually is a part of artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence is the primary umbrella under which, like machine learning, there are various other aspects like Internet of Things, cloud computing, cybernetics, 5G, IoT, okay, data science. This is also a branch of it. So all these branches, or few of them, they coordinate with each other to come and bring up the results. Yep, Faizan.
Some second question:
Yep.
how recommendation system is really helpful for us?
Well, recommendation system, usually Amazon is using it, okay? Netflix is using it. What exactly your recommendation system is, that it looks at your past choices, your past tendencies, and actually designs and determines on the basis of your past choices that what product might be quite close to your actual choice, and it shows it to you. All right, like on Netflix or maybe on Amazon, I might have actually ordered a lot of books related to artificial intelligence. Okay. So next time when I log into my Amazon account, the Amazon will automatically start publishing or giving me the advertisements, or bring all the AI related books in front of me because they have determined that I prefer AI books. On the other end, they also determine that somebody who likes reading about artificial intelligence might also like to read about human psychology, because the recommendation recommender system, it's recommender system, by the way, not recommendation. Okay, it's recommender system recommends that if you like this book, okay, it makes the combinations that somebody who likes to read about this topic also likes to read about this topic too. So it will start recommending you the books. So I like to read about artificial intelligence, and I also like to read about human behavior. Now the recommender system bases on, if somebody likes human behavior, they also like to read about human civilization. So now we have a third genre, or third category of the books. So that's how the recommendation system works. See, you like, let's suppose, let me give you an example, that probably you like a lot of DC movies. Okay, all these superheroes, what we call Mr. America, and Deadpool, and who do we have, by the way? Can you help me out, Faizan, about the superheroes?
Yes.
Yep, yep. Superman, Spider-Man. Okay. So usually
Yeah.
Netflix realizes that I search about the movies mostly about what? About the superhero movies, right? But they also have determined, looking at the past 6 months of my activity on Netflix, that if I watch superhero movies a lot, usually I watch documentaries about some sort of uh, wars as well. Okay, so I like watching documentaries about World War I. I like watching documentaries about World War II. So what they classify it that Hanan Iftikhar, when watches a superhero movies, probably within the next 24 hours searches for a documentary like this as well. So within that 24 hours time, when I will again go to Netflix, given my past preferences, and on a predictive model that they have developed through recommender system, they will determine that now they have to actually show me all the documentaries available in of that type, and I will, 90 out of 100 times I will click on one of them. Okay, so this is one of the use case, a couple of the use cases that I've discussed with you. This is how recommender system
Uh,
works. Yep.
Sir, my third question is how you create ability in yourself to manage emotions to attain specific goals.
Okay, now this is something very important. Attaining goals is another thing, managing your emotions is another thing. All right, usually we believe that, okay, if we have to behave in a proper way, is basically we want to achieve something, or we want somebody to work the way we want them to, or sit the way we want them to. Like, uh, if you, when I was a child of your age probably, and I used to sit on the chair, and sometimes I used to just put all the load of this chair going backwards on the rear two legs. So my mom would give me a particular stare, that mommy stare. Okay, so that used to fix me up, and I would bring the front two legs back on the floor. So that's basically what she showed, an emotion of what? Anguish. Okay, she wasn't comfortable with what I was doing, so I did something. Emotional intelligence is about empathy, learning, first learning your own, your inner self, how you are behaving, how you are reacting in certain situations. That is what we call self awareness. How do I react in a certain situation? And do I know that how do I react in that situation? Maybe like somebody comes and says something in a loud voice. So what is my impulsive reaction? Did I respond in the same tone or I started smiling? Now we have two different reactions, right? So somebody who's emotionally strong, much self-aware, they will improve themselves and they will manage their own self. They will start improving on things they believe that they need to actually address. Okay? So next is self-management. What exactly self-management is, that first you identify that in this situation your reaction should be better. Okay, it should be better. But usually we come back at home and we ask. I usually ask my wife, okay, what have you cooked? And whatever she has cooked, she will let me know. If I don't like what's been cooked, so my immediate reaction would be, why do you cook this and why does? Okay, fine. The other sort of reaction is, okay. Do we have any other choice? She might come up with, and usually she does, by the way. Okay, so that's how we actually handle the reactions. You're going on a road, you must realize that everybody else is also a driver, and since we are not perfect human beings, nobody else is a perfect human being. This understanding basically helps us to get more empathetic, because when we know that we can commit mistakes and we know that everybody can commit mistakes, this helps us in a way to understand ourselves better and then help other people as well and understand them too. So next time when somebody starts shouting or they talk to us in a louder tone, we know it that we could have been doing the same in this situation. Okay, that's empathy. So this is really important. Then comes your relationship, people's management, self-awareness. We have self-management, we have self-aware, we are self-aware, now we have self-managed ourselves. Now is the time that we social awareness is the next thing. Now we have improved ourselves and we go into the society and act as an agent of peace, understanding, stability. And when we express our personal norms in a broader way in a society, that basically brings us to relationship management, the fourth quadrant of emotional intelligence. So it's really very important to take a note of what we do as an immediate reaction. Okay, there are two minds, first mind and second mind. All right. There's a book, I'm skipping the name, I will just recall it. It mentions that there are two minds, first and second mind. First mind is what we use to do something like a very minimal task: drinking water, opening the door, going downstairs, coming upstairs, walking, talking. Second mind is where we have to think and decide. Okay? So emotional intelligence is all about working on your second mind. Yes, Fazan.
So, sir, my fourth question is that how do you recover yourself from failure?
All right. Well, you recover yourself from failure when you never expected it. I expect it whenever I start doing anything. When I started uh, this live video transmission, I had everything in mind. The network can fail me. The electricity might actually just vanish right now. Okay. My computer might just go down, and anything can happen. So I am mentally prepared to fail in any context. Okay. Now, if anything goes wrong and something that is called failure, it will never come as a shock to me because I'm mentally prepared for it. I'm mentally prepared for any sort of uncertainty, that I have to maintain my composure. This is how actually I negotiate with the failure. I do not avoid it, I rather welcome it. Expect it to come and visit me. Expect it to come and knock at my door, and I open the door with a smiling face, make the failure come and sit with me and ask it that, okay, how do I improve myself? So the more you expect to fail, the lesser the failure impacts you, and the more you will be able to learn from it. People usually believe that they should be perfectionists. And when a perfectionist faces a failure, they are emotionally shattered. And somebody who is emotionally shattered, it's very difficult for them first to come back on their feet. Okay, because technical issues can be resolved, but if somebody is emotionally on back foot in a challenging situation, it's very difficult to bring them out of that pit hole, that dark hole that they have actually landed on. So this is very important. Expect to fail in everything you do. Keep it in mind, things will go south, things do go south, and sometimes beyond your comprehension, your idea, sometimes things might go wrong in a way that you never expected. But it's a new way to fail, it's a new way to learn. Okay, uh, the newer the failure, the better we learn. So always, whenever, I mean, when I was a student, especially in my masters in MBA and and my MPhil studies, I never appeared in the examination to pass the examination. I used to tell myself that, look, I can fail the exam. It doesn't really mean that I didn't prepare for it. I used to prepare for it, used to study for hours, discuss with my colleagues, and that's how we used to do it. But when I used to appear for examination, I used to tell myself things can go wrong. With all this preparation, something can go wrong. So stay ready for it. You might not get the result of your choice. So I never imagined that I have to actually, pass with the flying colors. I used to work on my effort, and 99 out of 0.999%, I always passed that examination with flying colors, usually, as it's been put, though I was not much interested about passing any examination in the flying colors. So this relieves us out of the pressure of achievement. When you admit that you can fail, 90% and above of your pressure is now relieved. You're playing to play, not to win or lose. And the fear of failure is vanished. As soon as you accept the fact that you can fail, the fear of failure vanishes. Right, Faizan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you have any other question?
Yes, sir. So,
Yeah.
uh, no, sir, no more questions. Thank you, sir. I
Okay.
understand all the things. Thank
Okay.
you. Give me your time.
Okay. You're welcome, Faizan. But I want you to give a message to everybody if you have one. Do you want to share something, some accomplishment of yours, something you would like everybody to do? Something very good, very nice that Faizan does, and Faizan would like everybody to do. Hello, we're back online. Yes, Faizan, do you want to share something with everybody?
I
Some good
start at
practice?
I like. Sir, I
Yep.
start at I like it.
Okay.
I start artificial intelligence at I like it.
Okay, that's good. So you mean to say that everybody should start working on it, studying it? That's what you mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that's great. That's great. So, Faizan, thank you very much for joining us today. It was wonderful. Your questions were outstanding. Couple of them were very technical, and those were like super bouncers, but I'm pretty sure that I actually blocked them, right? So, thanks a lot, young man, and wish you good luck. And I must just leave a message for all the parents if they're watching it. You have to put confidence in your child. You have to let
Yes,
your
sir.
child know that, look, you go and commit a mistake. You do it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And a big howdy for the parents of this young child who, mashallah, have given so much of confidence. that he knows that he's talking to a 35 years old person who somewhat can manage a command, but his questions are so mature, so mature. First of all, what he's doing at this age, it's a miracle itself. I mean, I personally am inspired from this young man. So please, 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 just like this, let your children do what they like. Help them, support them. Okay? And tell you what, that we will have a wonderful future ahead. So thank you very much, Faizan, and thank you very much, viewers. We believe that this wonderful episode brings a lot of knowledge to you, and tomorrow we will come with another host. Thanks a lot. You take care of yourself. See you tomorrow.
Allah